Hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician for Monument Traders Alliance and trade of the day. And in today's video, I want to go over a couple of things and a trade setup that I'm watching for entry this week. All right, so let's dive right in. I'm going to pull up my charts here, and as we normally do, I want to start off with the SPX. I want to look at the SPX, and this is a weekly chart, and I want to cover it briefly. I've been covering this concept, this idea, just about every day in Daily Profits Live, with the idea that we have a nice weekly squeeze down here, and we don't see these very often. So what I'm looking for actually is a break of this trend line and a move higher. May we get a pullback before that eventuality I think happens? It's possible, certainly, but this is a great signal. And notice the momentum shift here. Notice the shift in momentum from dark blue to light blue, right? So that tells us that the momentum is positive and shifting higher. I really like this pattern as well. I love this trend line that has the potential of breaking right through here, which could definitely lead to a nice move, maybe say 4,500 over the next couple of months. Is it possible? I think it very well may be. Okay, so that's my kind of take on the SPX. I am a buyer of pullbacks in this environment. I'm looking for strong stocks to buy on pullbacks. Okay, now the other chart that I wanted to show you is in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is starting to look pretty interesting again here all of a sudden, right? So this is a daily chart, and if I zoom in, actually, let me just go to the Bitcoin futures. I think it's a little easier to see. Bitcoin futures, here we go, a little cleaner chart. This is a 195-minute chart, and this is a trade that we were talking about yesterday in DPL. This is starting to look pretty good, right? This is fired long. Bitcoin is back over 30,000 for the first time in a long time, long time, if I zoom way back out. And if we look at this on a weekly chart, you can see here that this has formed a pretty nice base in through here. And we've got some potential to maybe head up to mid 30,000s, maybe 40,000. We'll see. But if Bitcoin is going to be back in play, there are names that I need to pull out of the old sock drawer, so to speak. Names like Mara. These are not great companies, but these are great trading instruments. This is a trade we took yesterday in DPL. I've got it still marked up here. But look at this daily squeeze. Entry off the 21 EMA yesterday, looking for a break over 10. Another one, Riot. This is another trade we took yesterday in DPL. Setting this up, you can see all my notations, right? We've got our squeeze down here. We've got our bull flag. This ended up being a day trade, right? We hit our target and took profits a little too early, as it looks like Riot is up another $1 from our exit. Very strong. But the name that I want to focus on for a new potential play here is Coin. And looking at this chart, let's look at a weekly chart first. Coin opened up here, it IPO'd way up here, and it's, fallen with Bitcoin. Well, now all of a sudden, if Bitcoin is going to be in play, I think Coin is going to be one of the leaders potentially to the upside. And I like the idea of Coin headed into earnings, which are on Wednesday, May the 10th. So I don't exactly have a squeeze as of yet. I've got a low compression squeeze here on the weekly, and I've got a low compression squeeze starting on the daily chart as well. I do have a 195-minute squeeze, and the idea that Coin can break above this resistance level and sort of start to head back up here, at least to close this gap, which is around 78, makes a lot of sense to me into those earnings reports on the, what was that date? The 10th, May 10th, Wednesday, May 10th. So in Coin, what I'm looking to do is pick up some options that expire that week, which would be May 12th right here. You could also go, actually probably makes more sense to just go into the options for the next week, the monthly series, because they're going to be a little bit tighter spreads, a little bit more liquidity, and maybe pick up either like a spread or maybe just some of these out of the money calls. Maybe these let's do probably the $80 calls right here, the $80 calls for the monthly series, May 19th, 23. That's what I am going to be looking at, the $80 calls. They are out of the money, and that's okay because I do have that earnings priced in. So the volatility, the IV, the premium is going to stick around in those options while Coin trades before that earnings date. So that's my idea, is a gap close here in Coin. What I'm really waiting for is price either around the 55 EMA, which is around 63, 64, or when I get this momentum shift. And let me zoom in on that a little bit. You can see here that we don't quite yet have a momentum shift. but I imagine that it is going to be coming soon. All right, so that's what I've got. I hope it helps. Be sure to like and subscribe, and any comments, questions, concerns, issues, whatever you've got, leave me a comment below and I will get back to you. All right, talk to you guys soon. Later.